times like these that Anakin and I would turn to someone like Obi-Wan or Master Yoda.
With the bloodshed of the Clone Wars seeming to be headed for an end, the former Jedi padawan Ahsoka Tano presented a dilemma for the Jedi, as the renegade Sith Maul had become a threat on Mandalore, which could not be ignored. Providing a compromise of a small regiment of clone troopers, Ahsoka joins the leader of Maul's dissidents, Bo Katan, and after managing to find the former Sith, a brief break in the battle allows them to ask for the guidance of brief Obi-Wan Kenobi. The Jedi Master had been on the planet of Utapau, in search of the commander of the droid army General Grievous, hoping that his death would end the war, and revealed that Anakin had killed Count Dooku, so the last remaining hope to provide the identity of Darth Sidious remained with Maul. With the battle on Mandalore continuing, Obi-Wan promises Ahsoka that he would tell Anakin that she did not approve of his assignment to spy on the Chancellor, and that would prove to be their final words to each other. But what if Ahsoka and Obi-Wan had met after Order 66? Could they have worked together to stop the Empire? As you'll discover, the meeting of these former friends could have altered the course of the rebellion. Aboard the light freighter known as the Ghost, Ahsoka Tano and Ezra Bridger were seated in the cabin of Kanan Jarrus, observing a hologram of the Jedi Knight Anakin Skywalker. The door to their room slid open, and eager to continue their hunt for the Inquisitors, Ahsoka remarked to Kanan that they would normally turn to Obi-Wan or Yoda. Kanan suggests that they should look for these former Jedi, and having previously communicated with the Jedi Grand Master, he is adamant that they should head to the Jedi Temple on Lothal. Once within the temple, the three Force users meditate together, and it is Ezra who manages to reach out to the Grand Master, and asking if he could join their plight or locate Obi-Wan. Yoda states that all of the answers they required were already in their minds, but should they need it, the Jedi could seek the planet of Malachor, before the cave began to collapse with the attack from the Inquisitors. Returning to the Phantom, Ahsoka is wary about heading to Malachor, a planet that had been off limits for the Jedi, and decides they should first try to work out what they already knew. Failing to initially make any progress in locating Obi-Wan, the presence of Chopper gave Ahsoka an idea, and utilising a secret transmission code that she had obtained when she first joined the rebellion, she found Bail Organa. The Jedi and Ahsoka asked the Senator if they knew anything about the whereabouts of Obi-Wan, and although he is initially reluctant, he deploys R2-D2 and C-3PO to deliver the coordinates of the Jedi Master to the Ghost Crew. Disguised as passengers aboard a small liner, the Ghost Crew collect the droids above Attilon, and heading back to their rebel base, they discover the Jedi Master is currently on Tatooine. Hera Syndulla is skeptical that somebody of Obi-Wan's caliber would be residing on such a remote planet, but Ahsoka could not sense that this information had been tampered with, and also knew that her old Master Anakin hated the planet, making it a perfect place for a recluse. Taking a T6 shuttle away from the rebel base, she is accompanied by Ezra and Chopper, and together they breach the harsh sandstorms to reach their coordinates. With the sand finally clearing, Ahsoka can see the gently burning fire with Obi-Wan, and she stopped in her tracks, with a kaleidoscope of emotions running through her mind. Before Ezra could question her, Ahsoka took the last few steps to the Jedi Master, and the Jedi Master beckoned them to sit beside him. Still failing to look at Ahsoka, the Togruta could sense a mix of shame and regret from Obi-Wan, growing from his failure to stop Anakin turning to the dark side. Ezra had not experienced these thoughts, and asks Obi-Wan for his help on how to combat Vader and his Inquisitors. Finally having the courage to look at his guests, he calmly declared that his days fighting were now over, and he was focused on his last mission. Gazing over the shoulder of the Jedi, Ahsoka could see the distant silhouette of a modest hut, and saw a young boy running across the plains, sensing something familiar about him. By reaching through the Force, her eyes widened by a Force presence akin to Anakin, and she deduced that this must be his son. As the rebels are about to leave, they all sent another presence, but this one was much darker, and it was an Imperial Star Destroyer, which had tracked their ship from Attilon on the orders of Darth Vader. A squadron of Imperial TIE-class fighters dropped from the skies, firing in their direction, and they ducked under the cover of Obi-Wan's home. But soon this was not a viable option, with the walls beginning to crumble around them, and the Jedi Master realised he had outlived his occupation on Tatooine. Whilst Ahsoka and Ezra deflected the fire on the ship and pulled them from the skies, Obi-Wan ran into the Lars' home and dragged Luke away from Beru and Owen, which they did not react well to. Firing their blaster rifles at the Jedi Master, he easily deflected the shots with his lightsaber, before running into the swirling sands, where he knew the Empire would lose track of them. Returning to their T6 shuttle, Ahsoka manages to divert the ship from the Empire, and they return to a rebel rendezvous point. The hologram of Bail Organa is there to greet Obi-Wan and the rebels, and following the advice from Yoda, the rebels ask the Jedi Master to join them on a trip to Malachor. Reluctantly leaving Luke in the hands of Sabine and Zeb, Obi-Wan joins the Phoenix Squadron, knowing that an encounter with the dark side awaited them all. That is it for part 1 of What If Ahsoka Met Obi-Wan After Order 66. If you'd like to see a part 2 soon, please like this video, turn on that notification bell, click that subscribe button on this channel, as well as on my other channel What If Films. And as always, leave a comment on what if you'd all like to see next, and how I can improve my videos. Thank you all very much for watching, and see you next time.